Hey everybody, today I'm going to go over this GUI I created using Python script. And so this is Notepad++. The image processing GUI that I created, essentially there's going to be 4 buttons. So you can see here there's 4 buttons. First button is removing leading numbers. What I mean by that is I got these pictures from a Reddit page that I'll put the link for. But essentially these Pokemon all have a number in the front, and for me to go through them individually and remove those numbers would take a while. So the first button does that. The second button, what it does is it copies and pastes the same image, and then it adds a black at the end of the name and a not black. So I'm essentially trying to do like a Who's That Pokemon type game, and so I need that to be created. So what I mean by that is it'll create 2 variations of Trico. It'll call the first one Trico_black, and then it'll create another one Trico_not black. And then the silhouette, essentially what it's doing is turning it down and it's looking for the name black at the end of each image, and then it's turning it into a silhouette, so completely blacked out. And then there's an exit button. So let's go ahead and run this. You'll want to right click here, open up PowerShell. So where I currently have the script is on the desktop under a folder called test script. So what I would do is type in cd if you're not already in that directory. So I go to desktop and then test script. So once I'm in that folder, now I'm going to look and I need to run this first one. So you want to type in Python. Of course, you want to make sure you have Python installed. So _image processor.py. So this is the GUI. And let's go ahead and open up this folder so that you can see exactly what it does. So for the name change, first we want to remove those numbers. So I'm going to go back, choose Gen 3 folder, select folder. And as you can see, it removed all those numbers and just kept the name. So the next one is going back, selecting that folder again. And you can see it created doubles of every single one. One is _black, one is not black. And then this last button, go back, choose Gen 3. It's going to go through each one, every one that has an _black. It's going to turn it into black. And then I'll go ahead and run the game as well so that you can see how it works. So while it's doing that, so this is essentially the code. I'll put this in my GitHub so that you can go in and edit it if you need to. It works pretty well. Essentially what it does is it randomizes, and you first initially select a folder with all these images, and it's looking for a black, not black. So it essentially ties them together. So it will call out for a black one first, and then you hit space or enter, and it will show the not black with the name that it is assigned to underneath. So you can look through this code on the GitHub, but we should be almost done. I guess this takes a lot of processing power because it's giving me the wheel. But once it's done, we'll get a pop-up. And it's done. So then we can exit. I forget what I called it. So Who's That Pokémon? So let's go here and type that in. There we go. So we'll open the folder. We'll go back. Let's select Gen 3 since we just worked on that. And essentially now I can hit start game. So it gives me the Pokemon. Who's that Pokemon? Well, I don't know. You hit space and it shows you the Pokemon. Hit space again. This is like Shroom something. Shroomish. Flygon. Aragon? Oh. It's that whale. I don't know. It's a pig. So essentially when you hit the restart button, it will randomize and restart. So it's keeping count. So for every Pokemon it goes through, keeps count. And then when it's done, it will restart and randomize again. So if you hit this, Keknian. So yeah, hopefully this is something you can work with. I will go through each one of these generations, but I've done them for the first 3 so far.